Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now in the previous episode, I just built our first Empire of the Skies airship, and played around a little bit with delivering local mail, turning it into regional mail, using the new airship platforms that we have right in front of us. Today, I'm going to be focusing on getting overseas mail up and running, and then balancing the new mechanics a little bit better, as I've been a bit lazy, and trying to fulfill more of the lifestyle needs that we have across the entire globe. So, at the end of the last episode, we left off here having built the airship platform and delivering our first batch of mail to the other island of Portavenus. We're currently on the island of Marbella. If you're wondering about this, we picked up a quest at the end of the last episode to destroy a ship. It's just kind of harassing some of my ships. Fleets are inbound that will take care of the problem in no time at all, so don't worry about it. And time is on slow just for the time being, while I want to explain a few things that I've learned in between episodes. So, the mail system. Let's just briefly touch on how it works and bring everyone up to the exact same page that we're all on. Of course, the DLC has been out for a couple of weeks, but some people don't have the DLC, and some people don't even have the game that watch this series, so we'll just get everyone onto the same page, and you can understand at least my interpretation of how this system is working, and let me know if I'm wrong. So I had to look through the tutorials in between episodes, read a little bit more about it, kind of knew most of it, but some of it was peculiar to me, and I'm feeling a little bit better now because I feel like I'm not alone. There's some things that are working very oddly in this for an Anno game, and just kind of at odds with how everything else works in the game too. Let me explain. So let's describe the mail system very quickly. We have a post office, and all the houses within the radius of that post office are generating a productivity boost to producing mail. So it's just a building that produces mail, but the more residences that you have within its... it's actually residents. So people living in the houses. If you had nobody living in the houses, then you wouldn't get anything. But people living in the houses within the radius gives a productivity boost. That generates mail. The building itself adds extra mail storage. All good, right? So pretty straightforward. That's how we get local mail. Mail local to this island, and fulfilling the first need of the lifestyle communication tab, which is local mail. So they could just supply themselves. As long as you got the workforce for one building, you can basically just fulfill that and get 4 extra obreros, or whatever it is for yondoleros, basically for free. So, the next stage is getting regional mail. So this is where we kind of played around with it. We built our first platform, we added on the airmail sorting office, and then we set up our first trade route with this ship here. It could be any airship as far as I know, as long as it's an Empire of the Skies airship. And we just pick up mail as a good and deliver it to another place. As soon as it gets to the other place, it is going to become regional mail. Also quite straightforward, right? As soon as this ship makes it all the way out here, lands over there, bada bing, bada boom, you have regional mail. So, and it's 1-to-1, right? So the amount that they're bringing, 32, is going to get added straight into here as 32 extra regional mail. Now, this is where things get really weird. Kind of. Well, before I go further, actually, the very last step would be if you want to take local mail, and instead of stopping at this island, we went all the way back to the old world. As soon as we drop it off, it becomes overseas mail. So straightforward, that's not really a problem. The thing that is weird about this system is how it kind of transfers between buildings. So normally, when you get a good, let's say we have a ship, and it's loaded up with wood, and we drop it off here. Let's say we've got 600 wood on a ship somehow. We drop it off here, and there's only a capacity for 500 wood. The ship will drop 500, and it'll keep 100 on it, unless you tell it to throw it overboard. That's just the rules of the game. Goods aren't just magically disappeared, unless you specifically tell them to be thrown out into the water, and then it takes a while, and then eventually they sink, right? In this, with the mail system, what ends up happening is mail just transfers and becomes the other type of mail, and if there's no room to store it, it just vanishes. So that's a bit weird, but it's like, okay, that's just the way it works. What's extra weird about that, though, is when you're setting up this route for the first time. If we say, I want you to load local mail here at Portavenus, it automatically fills in the unload at the next stop. Now, it might seem okay when there's only 2 stops, but let's say I wanted to load up loads of local mail from Portavenus and deliver it to this island and then to this island. You can't do that. So I figured this out kind of in testing when I was playing around with things. I can't show you right now because there's no airship platform there. But if I say load and load, there's no way I can say don't unload in Marbella. Hold it and bring it to another island. You're just not allowed to do that. So what you'd have to do is say, actually, I need you to pick some up here and then drop it somewhere else. Or make 2 journeys. And that's why it's really confusing and really strange why they've opted to do that. I think it's probably just a limitation of the system they've designed where they're thinking, we want to pick up local mail and we want it to transfer into something else. If you're trying to hit multiple islands, you could potentially sort of game the system, I guess. Very weird, because I was thinking like, oh, ideally, right, if you were designing a postal service system, perhaps you would have a ship that just hits all of these islands over and over, just constantly delivering their local mail to each different island and turning it into regional mail. Now, obviously, this is a gamification of this system because mail has a place where it wants to go. So perhaps that's what it's all about. It's saying, no, you can only do an A to B destination. You cannot do an A to B to C, even if you're skipping over B. If you even list B, you're going A to B, right? So there's no C destination. It's always just a 2-destination system whatever you're delivering, which is just really weird. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough about it. Let's just play the game. We'll figure it out as we go a bit more. We're going to create some overseas mail, hopefully. So that's going to require us to go back to the old world and build a post office there and make another airship as well. So let's get another airship. I was also looking at these airships. Again, not necessarily confused, but a little bit, kind of, about certain things. We have the Manticore ship here. 3 slots, 1 influence. That's pretty good. Now, cargo ships can hold 6 in a cargo slots, but they cost 3 influence. So we get more cargo slots for less influence if we use these. And they're actually almost faster. They're faster when they're unloaded, by far. If they're carrying goods, they're actually not faster, but they're really close. They're almost the same. So we're going to queue up a Manticore as our next one. One I would like to get is the Zephyr. I thought that'd be really cool. 8 slots. We'll pick up mail from everywhere, be distributing it all over the world, but unfortunately, you just can't do it that way. So instead, we'll use a Zephyr in the future when I get some more influence. We need 9 oh, I have enough influence. I don't have enough aluminium. But when I do, we'll get a Zephyr and we'll start delivering goods. One nice thing is that they do use the airship platform to deliver goods, so that will potentially free up our busy trade port down here. Alright, so I think I've explained myself, or explained that as best as I can. Hopefully people kind of follow along with why I was a bit confused about how the transfer rates are working. So I think something I'd like to do with this route actually going forward is there's no real need to do this. We could just say, if you're going to pick it up in Marbella, just also pick it up here. And that's just a 1-slot mail transfer route. I mean, we could do it for both things. It doesn't really matter. But that's the best we can do. Now, eventually we might be able to add on a 3rd island. We're not going to do that anytime soon. So we'll just leave this ship doing its thing, delivering stuff between the 2 islands. We could do mail and something else, but I'll just leave it like this. It's fine. I'm going to actually start adding a group and stuff to this. So we're going to create a group. Actually, maybe not a group itself. It's just staying in the new world, but we'll just call it mail. Well, really, it's just mail 1, isn't it? I don't know what else to call it. So we'll just call it mail 1. So inside of our new worlds, we now have mail 1. Simple as. I'll just follow this and see it do its thing. It should be really straightforward. Anyways, the good news is we just get lots of extra workforce for really very little. So local mail. So what we need to do now is allow regional mail to actually let them consume that. And there we go. Now the thing I still find really difficult, I don't want to drone on about it too much longer, but is I don't quite understand necessarily. So the consumption rate is 3, so I suppose I would have to check the local mail rate of Marbella and see, do we have 3 free? Yes, we do. So that's the best way I can figure it out, right? We've got 8 here and a consumption of 3 for local mail. So both islands have a consumption of 3. Fair enough. 3 for regional mail and 3 for local mail. So we've got an excess. That's the important thing. That's all that matters. We have more than we need if we add those numbers up. But it's weird in the statistics screen not to be able to see it together. But you can't, because technically it's changing from one good into another. So that's why it's a bit strange. And it had me a little perplexed for momentarily. Anyway, we're building our next ship now, so that's all well and good. We're well on our way. We have a fleet coming in that's going to take out that ship as part of a quest to give us a new item. And other than that, I think we can just kind of go on with, yeah, doing the rest of the tutorial, getting all of this stuff up and running, and then playing around with it ourselves, I guess. Let's just fix this building here. So, what we're going to need a lot of is aluminum. We want to build a post office somewhere here in the old world so that we can then generate a lot of mail and bring it back to the new world and create overseas mail, right? So, in order to create overseas to go into the New World, we have to be producing something here. So in the artisan category, we have our postal service. We need 15 aluminum. Other than that, we should be fine. And if we stick it somewhere in here, we'll generate a lot, because there's a lot of residences here, so it should be totally fine. What we'll also need is an airship platform to actually deliver this stuff. So I was thinking this would be a cool spot for it. Right over here. I had a good look around the town. This seems to make... I couldn't ever think of what else to put here. And it's sort of like you're leaving the town. So it kind of makes sense to me that it would be on the edge here, on the edge of the cliffs or something. So push it down a little bit, somewhere like there. And then we can dress it up with some nice ornaments and really keep the place looking beautiful. At least that's the goal. Why did the music just die down? It just did. Oh, probably because of the festival. I guess also here might work. Would that be another spot for it? Let's just have a look at what that would look like. I mean, if it's... If I sits, I fits.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
If I fits, I sits. And then we can have, like, the different things out here. I prefer it on the other side, but at least it does kind of fit there. Alright, so what do we need? We need 45 aluminium right there, and then we're going to need the postal office, which is at least 15, I think it said. Do these need any? And then they need 5. Post box. We've got loads of workers, so there shouldn't be any problem setting all of this up. So, let's go. It might be harder to deliver local mail here, because the population is so big. We'd have to have it in a lot of different places to get it working. Well, let's try. It's part of the fun.
Altitude stable.
So, let's buy this back. And let's just send this over to where we make aluminium. Our ships are in now. We want to just target that ship real quick. Just tell them all to go around. They'll take it out, no problem.
How thrilling! A renowned person
Ferris,
has arrived.
where is this happening? At Swords. Okay, well, whatever. Are these mine?
Climb the rigging.
I knew I had more ships somewhere. I was thinking, where are they? There they are. They're patrolling our pirate fleet. Looking badass. Alright, I forgot. When I went to idle ships, they obviously weren't there, but they were obviously just on a little patrol route. Cool. I was thinking of that in the last episode. I was like, what the hell happened to those guys? Anyway. Alright, we're almost ready with that one. So what else? I'm just getting a little confused. What else do we have to do? I'm just waiting on aluminium now. So we have 67. Yeah, that's almost... I'll just take all of it.
Ship under attack.
Alright, 65. Let's go back to the old world with that. Once we get there, we can set up the postal routes. Then we're making another ship here, which is going to be the one that's going to go for overseas mail. So, all good. So, I've actually disabled combat music. I think that's why the music is acting a bit weird. It was just for the beginning of the episode while we were fighting here. Now, the reason I'm doing this quest is to get ourselves a nice little item for orchards, which I think we already have, but it's always nice to get another one, you know? It's a kind of a gold tier item. It's worth doing. There we go.
New orders?
Just get our flagship to go up there and pick up that stuff. These guys can go back to the old world, head back to Swords. Alright, now we just have to go back to her.
From its voyage.
Isabella Sarmenta, we'll talk to her, get our item. Royal ship of the line has arrived. There she
Attention
is.
for the Admiral.
Looking good. That ship is just so fast.
Ready for orders.
It's not even the fastest one, apparently. 27 kilometers minimum speed. Or knots. Sorry, not kilometers. Knots. 51 knots. And if we have a look at this one, 41. So that's 51, 41, 36. Oh, sorry, it is the fastest then. What does this say? Oh, this is the smallest. It's not the smallest. Express delivery is required. The Harpy's going to do it. The Hermes, smallest of the cargo airships. The aircraft prioritizes speed over hold space. But it's slower than the other one, but it has 3 slots at least. Whereas this one only has 2. This one seems perfect for mail because it's so fast. And then you can only really use 1 or 2 slots with it anyway.
I want to look after everyone.
Oh, I have no
This is
doubt.
an exception.
Alright, let's have a look at
What we
our
always
population
aspired
and what we're
to.
delivering and what we're missing. We're just missing that overseas mail. They've got everything else. And that will fill out our lifestyle needs. Ah, another thing we want to get building now is the commuter pier. So I'm going to get rid of this coal building here. It was kind of a temporary thing anyway. Everything here is temporary, to be honest, till I get everything down. Then I can move it around and sort it out a bit more. But what I wanted to do was get a module here. We have the commuter station. Islands with the commuter station modules can share their workforce with other islands. So we'll slam that in just there.
Get another one of those up and running, and your workers will be able to live on one island and work on another.
Alright, so we'll get the other one set up here. Doesn't require aluminium, so it's pretty quick. So now we've just shared the workforce between the two, just like that.
Tell me it's good news.
It is good news.
Your brave actions may just have saved us.
Get rich quick, volume 8, backlogs on the fire. So this is a bit weird. This seems broken. It's saying 0. Don't know what that's about, but it doesn't really matter. Commuter movement is the thing that matters. This is what's being shared between the two places. So we've got 1,400 and 2,200 on both islands now available to us. Alright, so how's this ship? Is it nearly done? Let's just speed up time. It's only got a minute to go. Once that's done, then we'll be able to set up this other mail system and start making overseas mail.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Alright, so this has arrived, so we can now drop off the aluminium and we can build our post station in Swords. Post office station. So yeah, let's just see if we can fit it somewhere here. This actually looks like a really good spot for it. It seems like it would fit there. Oh my god, it's perfect.
Ship constructed.
Yeah, I mean, is that fine? Man, it could almost fit on the inside of one of these things. There's room for it in different places in the future as well. I'll have to think about it. This place is going to get a bit of another redesign. I like the canal and everything. Everything like that's fine. The drugstores are pretty much fine, although they might be able to move out a bit further. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, let's just stick it in here then, in between these investors. Alright, there we go. Our post office. We have 892% productivity with 4,500 residents in the area of effect. So that's going to give us 65 local mail. Now what we could do is also just put down the post boxes, right? And give... I mean, that would kind of make more sense in these built-up, busy areas. So let's do that. So we'll put one at the back. Oh yeah, you can't overlap the circles. That's of course the big thing. So maybe one here.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Just temporarily. It's not connected to a road actually, but I'll do that in a second. Just wanted to see, does this fit? Yeah, we could put one maybe just outside the drugstore.
A loquacious bunch
Oh no.
of people.
After everything went so
Mail's
well.
already starting to come in, ready for you to deliver it.
I'm out of influence now. We can get rid of the productivity or the needs consumption increase, but not that one.
Seem that happy.
No, Venti, they're not that happy actually right now. We'll get to it though. We'll fix them up. All right, there we go. So what do we have? 600 productivity on this one. Nice, cool. A little bit of increased storage as well. So let's just keep going. Do we have more? We still have more aluminum. Oh wait, actually, I want to put down the. Crap, I might have messed up now. The airship platform. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Airship platform. Damn it, I don't have 45 now. Sorry about that. We'll have to make a second journey. But yeah, it's gonna go somewhere there. So let's just get that ship, send it back on its way, pick up the aluminum, and come back again. Probably just a tiny bit short, but oh well. We'll use it to build more post offices, but it was a bit of a mistake on my part. So send him back. Well, while we're waiting for that to kind of come and go, let's just set up more post boxes then. And we can always move them later, but I want to get these areas where there's big groups of housing that we can kind of take advantage of. Something like in here would be not bad. Can't obviously remove any houses there, but that would be a good spot as well, maybe. And then I'll clean up and beautify the details later on. Another gap here. There's another one right there. We only take like a handful of workers, so it's not a big deal. 15 workers. So this is going to add, yeah, 125 capacity now to local mail. So let's just test it. Let's see. Oh, I have to turn it on, don't I, first? So let's go to an investor house.
This really is
Lifestyle. So there we go. Local mail. It'll add 8 investors. Now, out of curiosity, what would a artisan house get? 4 artisans. Okay. Well, we want more I only want more population purely for the influence. I'm just always low. So we'll only get 15 if I add another 10,000, basically, or another 6,000. Okay. So it's not that much. But let's just toggle this button, see what happens. So now we'll go into our statistics screen. We'll go to local mail. And we can see that consumption is still far above production. 34 produced. I still don't know what out of 7 means. Is that how many buildings we have doing things? I don't know. I don't think so, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably something obvious that I'm just not thinking of. Okay, well, let's just keep spamming them down. Another one out there. It actually does affect the tourists, which is interesting. Remember, it is residents, not necessarily houses, right? So let's grab another one here. So this is a nice spot for it, actually. Nice little area, perfect area for it, right in front of a town hall. I always feel like that kind of makes more sense. Could put it somewhere like there or here. Does it tell me, actually? It'd be nice if it told me how many houses are getting touched on. I mean, we do see it visually, I guess. I think maybe there might be even better. This makes more visual sense. Move that over. Alright, let's check the statistics now. Alright, we're getting close. Almost there. But we need some extra, because we obviously want to deliver them to the New World too. So again, another little spot here. Damn right. Now, I'll probably determine better placement in the future, but it's just to get things all up and running, and then we tweak and refine and improve. Something like this little corner on the street here, perfect. Keep losing it in the... There we go. Just get it here. Oh man, you're killing me. We're intersecting just a little bit over there. And then that would intersect with something else. Okay, well, we'll have to leave that one. We'll move it further in. Get towards the bank, maybe? The drugstore? I guess right there actually works, yeah. What is it? Control Shift R? There we go. Airmail. It's nice as a little stand. It's very fancy indeed. Oh my god, the lag. Alright. Yeah, I still have that lag problem I had in the previous episode, by the way. It's not as bad now. I actually had a Windows update. I, again, don't know if it's Windows 11 or the driver update. One or the other. But it's not the game. Because it's changing all the time when the game's not getting any updates, so... maybe here. And we're out of aluminum now, so let's just head to the New World. That's what we were kind of waiting on. Biding our time. This could actually pick up some as well if we wanted
Your
to.
ship
The Manticore.
has returned from its voyage.
So it looks a little bit different than the Hermes. Not that different though. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. I think its spike isn't as long. I'm sure if they were next to each other. Yeah, this is just a little bit more sleek. It's got some stuff on the edges of it, like these little extra propellers and stuff, little engines. Whereas this one doesn't. Oh, it has engines at the back, I guess. All right, our ship is in now. So we're just going to pick up again more aluminum, bring it back. 62 again, let's just take it all.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Alright, go to the old world to swords, off you go. Once that goes there, we'll just build that post office and the airship platform, sorry, not the post office, the airship platform. Then we can set up a mail delivery and we should be fine. So how much mail are we making here, out of curiosity? We have to go to the airmail sorting office. See, local mail is really low because unfortunately the ships that are going to and from are destroying a lot in the process because they don't actually even need to be bringing that much. So what you could do, I suppose, is go back to our New World route, go down to the mail thing. So instead of picking up maybe 50 or 100, let's just try pick up 10. And see, will that satiate the demand? This is the thing where I feel like it's so finicky. Because it's like, I don't know what the demand is. It's hard to tell. It's based on time. It's like, okay, we're consuming 3 per minute in this island. How many minutes does it take to go back and forth and deliver stuff? I don't know. And it'll change when we start adding more things to interact with the post. So let's just do something like 20 on this one. 20 on this one. At least we're not taking as much away that each time now. I think that's how it's going to work. Let's check it. And it should allow more local mail to kind of build up. Because otherwise it just gets destroyed. Also, just thought about it. Let's do this now.
Ready for orders.
This was really weird. To me, anyway. Let's just fly over here real quick. We're going to pick up some of the care packages. This is crazy. I don't know. This is such a weird thing in the game. In some ways, I'm like, it's quite fun and random. But in other ways, I'm like, this is so weird to have this in this game. But let's check it out. So we'd used it already before. We know how it roughly works. Let's just pick up, I don't know, 50. And we're going to make a bomb run or whatever, but a drop run over on this island. Now, what I didn't know is we had to look at it, and it gives a bonus to happiness and everything. That's all well and good. But it actually gives a bonus to productivity if you make a drop run on, like, production buildings. So I was saying, like, oh man, I really want more productivity coming out of my orchards. Well, that's possible if I make these manual drop runs, but you have to do it manually. Like, I physically have to do it. I can't set this up to... It seems like you should be able to plan drop runs, you know, via the trade screen. It's like, oh, you know, the ship is going to come in here and deliver the care packages. Like, why does it have to be drop runs at all? Why can't I just deliver them here? And I don't know. It's weird, but let's just do it anyway and see how this works. So, plan a drop run. I don't really get the 3-tier system thing that they've got going on here, but I do think you only need to drop 1 each time. I don't think you ever need to drop 5. Set a drop target.
Open the hatch.
There. And we'll spread this out onto all 3, yeah? Now, I then have another thing. Like, you can see the arrow. I can, like, pivot and redirect where this goes. I don't know why, because you can't use it. You're not doing a second drop. You can't queue up drops, is my point. So, not sure how that works. But, yeah, whatever. I'll just leave it there. So this ship should come in now and drop 111 on these 3 buildings. There goes 1.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Now maybe it's gonna miss or something. I don't know. That one's gonna hit definitely. But I didn't see it hit.
Stand aside, boss. Don't get dirt on your fancy shoes.
Maybe it doesn't work on orchards. I actually never tried it on orchards. Okay, to illustrate my point maybe a bit better. Let's try it. The more drop goods, the greater the length and intensity. Okay. Right. Well, that's a temporary thing. Let's try it over here. We'll do a run. I don't know.
Open the hatch.
Across this way.
Begin the
Something like that. And then we'll turn around. So this should give... I mean, I did test it before on this place, and this did work. I haven't tested on orchards. I'll try it again, though, because maybe we just missed or something. I don't know. Alright, we've just dropped it all. It's all heading down now. They have their little extra packages, which means they don't have to go home. They can just work for longer here. Package received. Love to see it. So, let's check these buildings.
What brings you here, Governor?
For the first 5 minutes, they're going to get a productivity of 50. They're in phase 1 out of 3. This does last, I believe, at least an hour. When they get to effect stage 2 in 5 minutes, I think it goes down to 25 productivity. And there's no chance of riot, so I could boost productivity now in, to the extreme, and they're not going to do anything. How weird is that? I just think that's so weird of an idea. Only because I can't do it automatically. I have to do it manually. So it's like, oh my god, how busy can you make this game by making me do that? So let's try it again, though, over here. I'm going to try this one more time on the orchards.
We're prepared.
Because I have to believe that this can work. So let's do it. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, you want a productivity boost? Just drop some stuff on them, I guess. And potentially then we'll make stuff way quicker. I might do that on the aluminium, seeing as we're so low on it all the time. So we're flying in, we're dropping stuff. And then it kind of goes to its next position. And then I suppose you could just get ready for the next run. You can't queue them up though, so... Oh man, yeah. Oh, it does work! Yes! It works. Awesome. Productivity, let's go! Packages received. So, that's interesting, because I feel like I can maybe create an area like this where there's just like a few in a bundle, and we can hit them. Hit them with those things. And that way, I can have less orchard space, but it's kind of like, oh man, I have to keep doing it though, you know? Can't just leave it for a long time. Now, I can only imagine what happens if I drop this on this island. Here. The absolute insane production island that we have. It's just like, oh, let's just like do a run right across here. And everything just explodes from productivity. So, I don't know. Fun system, but weird in the overall design, I guess. Right, anyways. Our ship should be here by now. Ship shape. So let's get these done. So I'm going to rotate this just around. There we go. So I never really had a good look at the building. And there's another building that actually looks awesome. I forgot to look at the thing that actually makes the care packages. We have a little elevator. They go up here. And I guess this is like where they dock and get onto the airships. So that's pretty cool. What do we have here? South America? Oh, it actually says America? I've never seen them name anything in this game. And it's just a picture of like high life art. Excuse me. So what we can do now is add on that airship platform, the airmail sorting office. Just pop it out this way, rotate it around. That's cool. And then, you know, we can play around with ornaments and stuff in the future. Don't want to get too bogged down with it now, but there's like the platform arch, so it'll say arrivals or departures depending on if you press Shift V. Then we've got an airport sign, just looks the same as it would otherwise. We then have covered seats, so as people are waiting, I guess, for the thing to arrive. Other seating areas, flagpoles. The flagpole actually has different looks to them as well. That's kind of cool. Airship platform clock. Cafe tables. Love the look of these. Probably going to use them in other places as well. And then airship, an airship platform cafe. Again, just a cafe. You could add that anywhere. Air cafe, it says. So it would be cool to kind of have like a walkway where people have their arrivals, you know, their departures. Everyone ultimately gets up or gets off here, I guess. So you'd have to have it, maybe the two signs here. Push this back a layer. Don't know if it needs a road connection or not. But unfortunately for space, yeah, it could go there maybe.
In one of your factories.
And I don't think it matters if it connects. I don't know.
A fire broke out.
We could have this here, departures. I guess on the other side could be arrivals, but we're out of space then, so not really sure where it fit in. But you know, something like that. Just to give you the idea. I'll figure it out. Just give you some time with it. We'll just tuck it in normally for now, and keep our one little thing here on the side. So here we go. This is what we have. 190 local mail. And that's with us consuming it now as well, isn't it? We're up to 111,000 population. Remember, we need 112 to get to the next tier of influence. So if we go to lifestyle needs, they are consuming this. That's 40 extra investors per household, but still climbing. Yordaleros is climbing globally at the moment, actually. Okay, so I guess they've got what they need. Now, we might be able to bring them overseas mail when the ship makes its back and forth go. The only thing is, can we deliver that much mail for this island? Think of how much overseas mail they're going to want. So let's set up our next route. So create a route, airship route, assign a ship, the Sovereign, which actually, to be honest, I might get a different ship because this is 3 cargo slots. This would be better suited for actual cargo, but we can get some mail on it now as well. And I'll have to just go to it really quickly because it's got some stuff on it. Should have immediately started building the next ship. Sorry about that. Let's just get another one of these harpies.
Neutral buoyancy achieved.
Alrighty. Is there anything else I want productivity on real quick? Yeah, I guess, I mean, drop them here if you can. Why not? Set a drop target.
Open the bay doors.
Where are we dropping, boys? Let's go. Alright, cool.
Delivering payload.
Yeah, whatever. Just drop those last two. It doesn't really matter. There are runes in my cities. Now, did we get the little boost? Oh, we didn't. God damn, it feels so random with these. Why not? These ones got them. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, no. I'm an idiot. Orchards don't get it. This is a production building. That's a multi-factory. Maybe multi-factories can't get them, or orchards just generally. Damn it! I was so close. It deceived me. It looks like an orchard because it has the orchard sort of plantation buildings around it. Or trees. Ah, god damn it. I'm so sorry. You get to watch me make mistakes in
Ready
real
for
time there.
orders.
Sorry to those who'd be screaming at the screen who spotted that way before me. Anyway, let's just send this over here. Let's set up the route. That sucks, man. I need something to boost those orchards. It's driving me crazy. So, New World to Old World. Sovereign for now. We'll probably change it to something else later. Mail. 1. Again, I don't know. It's our only mail route we're probably going to need for a while. So, not that one. Right, sovereigns assigned. So we'll start in. I guess I don't know which one has more, but we'll start with Port of Banús. Why not? This is actually the great example that I want to show you. So if I wanted to say, let's pick up local mail in Marbella. There it is, 5. Let's pick up local mail then in Puerto Banús. Oh, it might work actually. Hang on. Let's go to the old world. Swords. Oh, no, it won't, because they're going to drop it in Puerto Banús first. Yeah, so there's nothing I can do about it. It fucking sucks. Alright, so let's get rid of that. So we're going to go to Marbella to Swords. That's what we'll try first. Actually, I'll do Puerto Banús, just because it's on the edge. So, Swords. Yep, you'll be picking that up and delivering it, and you'll be picking that up and delivering it. So they're just going to use the same slot, because it gets destroyed anyway, so what does it matter? So we'll set that up. Let it do its thing. Going off to Swords first, I guess. So, we're not really delivering much back to Swords, because apparently we're not making enough local mail, because it keeps getting destroyed. That's my point. It's so difficult to figure this out, where it's like, can you not destroy it, please? Regional mail is so full that I'm like, oh, well, clearly we're doing okay with it. Let me just type mail. It's the easiest way to see these two. Alright, cool. So, within the New World, we're only picking up 10 at a time. I think the journey is just so damn fast that even this is too much. So let's go literally just bring, I don't know, 3? And if it starts running out, then I know to increase it. I don't know how else to judge this. But this should allow us to store up more local mail and take the bulk of it to the old world, creating overseas mail, which gives you a lot more back for it.
We're prepared.
So we'll see how this goes. I don't understand why. Okay, yeah, never mind. That's fine. So it's bringing 12 with it right now. Local mail. It's just going to instantly get changed into regional. So that should be 12 regional mail that's being delivered over here. So if you look at the... Yeah, so it's 56 out of 60. We're delivering 12. Coming in hot. So we went up to 60, right? 59 or whatever. The ship has now picked up some fresh mail, and the rest of it's kind of gone. So weird. I just don't understand why you can't just hold on to it, but whatever. Okay, anyways. Enough crying about that. We're gonna wait for our ship to come in this way and pick up all of these fat stacks, actually. I mean, this would be a reason to... New World to Old World. Yeah, pick up all that stuff, man. You got loads of it there. It's all just gonna get delivered to Port of Banús as overseas mail, though. That's why, I guess, actually... Can I deliver to a different region, then? Let's try here. No, I can't, yeah. Because if I pick it up here, it just gets dumped at Port of Banús. I'd love to be able to drop it at Marbella, but I can't. It won't let me. Oh well. Alright, just leave it the way it is, then. See if we can spot the ship in the screen here. It must be just coming in now. Anyway, another thing on a different note is that it mentioned, you might have noticed, like, there's that other mail type, right? So it says here, New World Reports. So I was having a read about that as well. It says down here, Scholars and Research. Scholars, Land of Lines DLC, can boost their science output with a unique mail type, New World Reports. To gather this, recruit the New World Science Reporter Specialist at the Research Institute and equip her in a town hall with the post office in its radius. So let's try that. So on first attempt, actually, I think I tried to do it in here. New World Science Reporter. She doesn't show up. So maybe it's a major discovery? No. Maybe it's a field of research. Talent development, right? That's what it would have to be. Oh my god, we've actually got loads of stuff that we haven't finalized unlocking. Yeah, let's go.
We can afford to invite some
Hey, there she is.
visiting experts to join
Got her.
us permanently.
I totally forgot about this whole thing, that we have stuff in here that I haven't gotten in a while. Let's do this a bit more. Ooh, someone for an airship. Let's go. Still quite a while to go, actually, with these. Another airship person, maritime experts. Alright, that's done, that category now. So let's just save our research for a while. We can go into here. Item development. New World. There we go. Affect all New World post offices. New World reports, 1 out of 3. Yeah, let's get her.
Research rating should be high enough to head.
And then I guess now we can go ship items and have a look at these new people. There's one. Equipped in airships. Attack range and accuracy are increased. What else do we have? Do we have anyone else? Equipped in steamships. Excuse me. Yes. Damage per shot, attack speed. Wow, it's really military focus, isn't it? Damage per shot, attack speed, accuracy. Accuracy
Ship
and maintenance costs. Movement speed, 5%. Loading speed, 55%. That's more like it. Cargo slowdown and damage slowdown reduced. Yes. Let's get you. Let's get you a few times. It's a bit more expensive, but that's alright. We'll need lots of them. Just queue up 6 of them. Find me 6 airship cargo loaders, please. For the future. Alrighty. There's our ship. It's doing its job.
Buoyancy achieved.
150 local mail, and we'll try to speed that up now when we get that character item. And this is going to allow us to have... So, yeah, might as well just turn it on. I don't know if it's really going to play much of an effect.
High caliber.
But we could turn on the lifestyle for overseas mail. But I imagine the consumption is pretty high on that. It's 15. We'd need to be producing in excess of 15 local mail in the island that we're coming from. In order to deliver this and get that boost. And that boost would give us 25 investors per regular investor household. So it's worth doing if we can manage it. Let's try to figure that one out. That's like the next logistical nightmare. So let's see. We have a post office right here.
Just a bit more heart.
There it is. Couldn't see it for a second. Productivity 50. Yeah. Man, I find this so weird. I just can't, like, figure this out properly. I don't know what's wrong with me. It just seems like if you're going to destroy the good every time it moves, I have to decide between where things should go, right? It's like I can't hit multiple islands. So this island, we could have it reserved for only doing... for only making local mail itself and sending it abroad, right? Not sending it regionally. That could work that way. That might be what the intent is. Because I don't think I can produce enough. Because we're pretty much covered everywhere we can be. Any place would be somewhere up here. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just do not know. Unless we just reduce the amounts down enough. And maybe, can you take regional mail? No, you can't take regional mail. You can only take local mail. Okay. Fair enough. I wonder would the care packages boost mail as well. Has there other ship been made? It has. So this is really the one I want doing that job from now on. So let's just wait for this delivery to be made once, and then we'll take the ship off it. So the Tethys will do this. That's okay. So Tethys, off you go. Gonna wait for this other ship to come in. I'm just gonna speed up time, and then that'll probably be the... Well, obviously we want to start making military ones, I guess, just for fun. I don't really have a plan to use them right now, and ultimately I want to make a Zephyr, but I'm low on influence, so I'm trying to hit that next influence threshold. That'll give me enough to make a Zephyr. We have the materials needed for it here. But it does take 18 minutes, and it'd just be cool to see the big, thick, fat one. We can make a Pegasus. Cargo slots 5, item slots 3. It can do more of those drops as well. I guess that's the other thing. 5 drop shafts on the Zephyr. So if you want to just get all those packaged goods and care packages and deliver them. So the other thing with the care packages, we should make another multi-factory. I guess that'd be fun to do as well. Is this a hospital, by the way? I don't know why this is out here. Let's get another multi-factory. 300 Yornaleras. We got them now, seeing as we joined workforces. Change the production, though, please. What's pamphlets? People read anything you believe, especially if it comes from the sky. I've no idea what it does. Where do I see that? Pamphlets? Oh, there we go. Pamphlets. Airships can drop pamphlets over neutral or enemy islands to reduce their happiness and productivity and increase the chance of riot.
My job with soft
Oh,
hands,
and the
let me
water
tell
is
you
for
that.
fire extinguishing. I see. Sea mines, bombs, care packages, fire. Okay. Well, I don't feel like I need that then. Neutral or enemy islands to reduce their happiness. Yeah, I don't really need this. So that's good. I guess, I don't know. Just delete this building. I don't really need. I'll just leave it paused for a while. Maybe I'll use it for something. The water actually would be cool.
Vamos.
It'd be nice to drop water if there's a fire. Let's just do that. And I just need to attach the road. There we go. So it's just getting water somehow. These buildings are actually really cool because you can actually see little conveyor belts. I guess it's just barrels of water going into some sort of container. And then over here we've got... where is it? Sorry, right there. Big cargo boxes, the care packages. It's cool that there's a difference. Has our ship come in yet? The second ship? The Sovereign is what we're waiting for. There he is. A Manticore Sovereign. Alrighty. Kind of a weird episode. I know there's me complaining a lot just about that thing. I just think it's very strange. I look forward to this apparent patch which is coming next week. I don't know if it'll change how it works, but... maybe I just haven't had it click with me yet. I'll be able to read comments after this episode, so maybe you guys can let me know where I'm going wrong mentally. Look at this, though. That is a disaster. I need so much more influence. I desperately need to be... well, to be honest, I can get rid of this town hall now. As much as I love these items, I can't really afford to have it. And there's also a town hall in the old world not doing anything. I think really what I need is a Harbour Master office here. It's so imperative to get that up and running. And if I get more influence, I'll put that back. So... let's do that first. Harbour Master office. Oh my god. I didn't know there was new stuff. Flame towers. 0 influence. Anti-armor gun. Oh my god. We have to go to war with Arthur now, don't we? We just absolutely have to. It'd be too epic not to. So I guess for the next few episodes we'll be all preparing how to do that. I won't even be able to take his islands. I don't have the influence for it. But I could destroy them at least. Or just buy out all his shares. Even though I'm at max money. Let's see. Oh my god, yeah, flak. That's crazy. I didn't see this. That's so cool. Alright, Harbour Master. So we need to get it in somewhere here. I'll have to delete perhaps one of the depots. Has to be done, unfortunately. And then we need stuff for loading. Loading speed 30%. Harbor activity increased. Get in there. I don't really need her in there, but we'll pop her in anyway. So I need to find items that I have hopefully stored somewhere. Loading speed. In storage would be good. Shared storage. In storage. Now something you can do. Oh, all islands. There we go. Movement speed, loading speeds. That's equipped in ships. I need it to be equipped in a Harbour Master office. Okay. Well, to the Research Institute then. But yeah, I was going to say something the other thing does, which is a bit weird, is over here. If we click this. Yeah. I find this very odd indeed. I don't know what actually unlocks more. Build additional item transfer depots to increase your global...
to introduce our new colleague.
So what you can do is instead of transferring items by ferrying a ship to and from a different place. Instead, you can just list them in here and they'll move to a different place. It's like a shared magic box, magic chest between all these different places, which is kind of neat. Like, it's an okay idea and everything, but I just don't think I'll ever use it. I'll just move them, you know. I'll just fly a ship. It seems space is the thing that I'm short on, so I'm not going to be building these out. No way. I'd rather just, like, move things. But it's kind of nice that it's there.
Ready for action.
So they're just taking 3 and 3. So far, no collapse of mail. Regional mail is totally full on both ends. Are we consuming it in both ends, actually?
I've been through worse.
Yes, we are. Okay, good. Yep,
watch.
so everyone's got their mail. Yeah. So overseas mail, we'll toggle that on. It should start coming in soon now.
Ready
Is this
for
the...
orders.
That is our level 3 ship. So you can get off that route now. And it deletes everything, of course, just cause. Why not? And we'll use this ship for something else in future, like just delivering work clothes, probably, because it seems like we're still short on that. But now, they should have their first batch of overseas mail, giving us 8 obreros per household. And fulfilling all the lifestyle needs of this island anyway. So it's... Even though I'm kicking and screaming the whole way through, we are progressing. And this should max us out at the most we can have per household, 50. And our workforce is crazy high now compared to what it was. That is good. It is working. We are building tall. It's almost like, oh, we can get rid of so many houses now if I wanted to. And that would reduce our needs consumption quite dramatically, actually. But I guess the more houses you remove, the less mail you make. So it's kind of an interesting system how it's all sort of tied together. So close to 112,000. Still want to be able to hit that. So we just check here. There's no regional mail yet and no overseas mail. Now, let's just see for loading and unloading again. Loading speed. Harbor Master. Are you the only one? Oh my god. That's crazy. Feels like then all the ships that I have out there need to have a better... Because on the ships you can have quite a lot, right? You can have all these different people helping. So maybe all the ships that interact with the new world are going to have like things that improve their loading speed. Because there's such traffic jams out there. But that's what the airships will help a little bit with. Because it's like, oh, you're opening up another place for people to load and unload. It's like one extra pier. So maybe not the greatest thing. But at least this will give us a bit of a boost. I feel like I'm that desperate for it that I'll take it. Even if it's just one extra thing in here. What I'll probably do is just grab some of that random key wall. Just fill this out as well, just to look a little bit nicer. There we go. Cool. Yeah, traffic seems to have kind of gotten a bit better already. 30% is significant, you know. But yeah, these ships need items on them to make this all go smoother. We need a trade overhaul. I've been saying it for a while now. I'm not really too sure what else to do. Might have to wrap it up there for this episode, because that is overseas mail, and we should... The very last thing, really, that's on my mind is we need to bring 15 local mail to the old world. That's all we gotta do. Bring 15 local mail to the old world, and we're golden in terms of bringing them overseas mail and gaining quite a lot of workers and investors. So that should be doable. Seems like we've kind of solved the problem by reducing the amount that we've told them to pick up. We're only picking up like 6 at a time now, right? Yes. Okay, good. That might solve things. It just seems like you do need a lot of ships to be doing that then, all taking little bits. Here's our other ship here now coming in. Coming in with the overseas mail. Hot off the presses. It's all just going to go into the fucking river. Because we're full up. No one cares about your letters.
Wise to take time.
That's why it's like every second destination, I wish I could tell it to go somewhere else, but I guess the idea is just make a different ship.
Give us a heading.
And there they go, picking up the rest. Actually, I didn't see how much they brought back. So let's just go to the old world. Let's check here real quickly. We should see some overseas mail coming in now. This will be the last thing we wait for. We just hit 400,000 income as well, by the way. There it is. That's the Tethys, right? Coming in hot with its...
in one of your factories.
Yeah, some of the ship's cargo is not being traded in this route. Yes, it is. Don't worry about that. So it's got 25. That should be enough. So we just have to wait for it to come in. And it's coming in super fast. It's our fastest ship. And there it is there. Alright, this will be the last thing we wait for.
So brave, and so many lives.
The fire
And we've
has been
got some
banished.
extra influence back. Did we hit that? Hey, we hit the number. We got the influence. Boom. Feels good, man. So what we could do is have that item that we created, that lady. Hey, lady. We could kind of get her to make those New World reports. And that says that it boosts science. Now, I don't necessarily need a boost to the income, but it would be great to get more research points. Like as a total. But I don't think we can do that. I think we can only get, like, the increased rate. The rate's not really a problem for me. Obviously, if you're starting a new game, that would be a big thing to kind of boost. You want to go through this faster and faster. But we're at the most speed we can be. We have 10,000 engineers on it. It can't get any faster. It's only the points that we can earn back that could go up. Well, look how fast we're back up to 96,000 like straight away basically. So let's just go back again. 1 sec. Item development. Nope, sorry, wrong thing. Fields of research. I'll just get the rest of these. And that means we'll get all the items, and then we can just look through everything if we want to in the production screen and the research screen. It's the final 3, and then here there's just a... Alright, I'm out, so we have to wait for a while. So there's like 3 more rolls here before it's done. Thankfully, we still have enough that can do it. Alright, here we go. 25. Coming in hot. This should turn into overseas mail. Does look good with the spotlights. Might get some extra spotlights, actually, that we have from the High Life DLC. There we go. We just delivered it. 24 is now in stock, and that's going to be burned through for a while. So the idea would be that this ship has to get to and from here again before this runs out. But this should see our numbers kind of skyrocket for a while.
The most delectable district.
The goal of getting an investor up to 125, or dare I say, 580,
Securing their expertise.
or even more. We need a house with the most perfect panorama. 630. That's what I'm going to try and do. Get at least one of these going. So we'll have to get some regional mail set up in the old world. Apparently, regional mail counts if you deliver it from Cape Trelawney to here, because they're both like old world, I guess. They also need furs,
Chaps at the Bees
which I
Club
believe we have
lost
loads
the
of,
damn
don't we?
Bet. You can quite clearly
Nope.
see from up here. No
Bear fur.
curvature of the earth whatsoever.
And that guy. And the tapestries, which I don't think we have either. Tapestries. Tapestries. That's an Embesa thing, right? I don't see it in the lists here as a raw material. Is it a consumer good? It doesn't look... Let's just go all goods. I wish I could just search in this list. You can search in every other list. Once we get to the Embesa goods, you should just notice it. There we go. Hey, we got loads of tapestries. Open it up. 50 extra investors. I'll take it. Easy peasy. Boom. The population swells. So again, let's just check lifestyle. They have their tapestries now. We're giving them local mail. They have overseas mail. So the next thing will be delivering the regional mail. So we'll set that up in the next episode. And then, yeah, we'll start figuring out actual production chains and getting things delivered properly. I know I've been kind of complaining a little bit about how it works. I've just been confused, you know, well, the kind of, and going back and forth about it. But we'll get to more proper, normal gameplay now after this. Start beautifying what we've got. Start making sure we deliver these lifestyle goods and sort out some of the trade routes. Build some extra airships. Have a good time. Get our... So what's the next tier that we need? 123,000 for another 15 influence. I'm just so tight in influence. It's crazy. But we can look over at maybe building a few more of these houses, because we've got room for them out here, and I think I can sustain them. So we should try and do that. All right, well, that's gonna have to be it for this episode. Our ship is picking up all that stuff. It's just delivered again, has it? Nope. I don't know what's just happened. There's only one ship that comes here, the Tethys. It dropped off. That was how long it took, that whole time. Holy crap. Hang on a second. Stay here. Do we have that guy yet? 7 minutes to go. I feel like we made one of them though, didn't we? I need a storage building. Airships, come on. There he is. Alright, we do have one. I was just trying to make sure. Let's put him on there.
Is coming in.
We're prepared.
Speed this ship up. He's gonna have to fly over to here, though. This is one of our old airships. Still looks good. Yeah, this ship goes so slow. Carrying mail. I guess it's all weighed the same, right? Doesn't really matter what the good is. There's still 100 tons of it.
We have a flight path.
Arguably, they don't need to be carrying that much back. Clearly, there's no demand in the New World for this much mail. So I suppose it's complete overkill. Can't search this list. Could search it before, though, in the other screen. So he's a blue guy. There he is. Got him. There's only one slot here, so I'm just going to throw this overboard. Can I do that? Can't even do that. God damn it. God damn it, game. I'll tell you what. Just going to take this off the route. We'll put him on it one more time. That makes it fresh. Slow time down for a second. Go into the roots. And say it's swords. Just pick up, like, I don't know, 10. Pick up 20. There you go. Now, this should go way faster because we've got this guy. So what is that? That is movement speed 5%, loading speed 55%, cargo slowdown 30%. Oh, so he actually makes him go slower. It's not negative 30% slowdown. It's actually, he is just slower. But the loading speed is 50. That's interesting. I mean, loading speed's important because you can only have one dock, right? So I suppose loading speed is good. But at the same time, it's, hey, he just picked up 50 anyway. Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess he was kind of queued up to do it before we told him to. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you to do this one more time. Put you back on that route. You better pick up 10 like it says. 10. Swords, 10, 10. Place your bets now. Good. Okay, it works. Alright. GG. Alright, that's going to be it for me. Sorry for being a little aggressive with the game. As much as I love it, things like that do frustrate me. I'm not so sure about that mechanic, basically. I do love the idea that making mail and delivering it somewhere turns it into another good. I love the concept of that. But I can't get over the fact that you're just deleting stuff and you can't hit multiple islands. There's something in my very core that tells me that is not right. Like, it doesn't feel right to do that. But anyway, maybe I'm just not used to it. Anyway, that's going to be it. Again, I'll be able to read the comments after this episode, so if you've got any feedback or things you'd like to see, or things I'm missing out on, things I'm doing wrong, or items I should definitely get, that kind of thing, it would help a lot, so I do appreciate it. Such a shame about the orchards as well. I got really giddy there for a moment when I thought we could boost their productivity, but oh well. Alright, that's going to have to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.